So what we're going to do today, I'm going to go through a really quick recipe of how you can get some whole fruits, nuts, seeds, whatever. You can get them into a dried fruit nut bar. All you essentially need is a blender. So the way that we're going to go through these fruit and nut bars is really simple. You basically need 3 main ingredients plus a flavoring. So you can pretty much use this base to set the volume for pretty much all of the other flavors. So the most common of the naked bars was the cherry Bakewell. This is the one that I first learned how to make. So essentially all you need is 3 base ingredients. You need raw cashew nuts. You need a packet of raisins. And the last thing that we need is a packet of dried dates. Now, like I said, the last thing that I'm going to add to this today is an almond extract. The almond extract makes it taste like the marzipan. That's what's going to basically give it the flavor. But essentially, really simple recipe. Essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to take the cashew nuts, we're going to throw them into the blender, we're going to whiz them up until they've gone fine. All you're then going to do is throw in your dried fruit on top, and again continue to blend it until it's completely blended up. Now, if your blender isn't the strongest blender, what I would suggest that you do is actually chop up the dates first, because sometimes they can basically clog up the blade and actually slow it down. So really simple, full of natural sugars. You want to be careful with how much you consume of this, because too much fructose is actually quite bad for our liver. However, as a healthy alternative from a Mars bar, this is obviously a brilliant idea, and you can still get that really nice flavor and still get some of your nutrients benefits, as well as getting stuff like your fibers. You can also get your good healthy fats from your cashew nuts as well. So carry on watching if you want to learn a little bit more. So really simple video. All we've got the cashew nuts. We're going to throw them into the blender. I personally don't measure anything. I just throw in enough to cover the base of my blender. And all we're going to do now, we're going to throw the top on. Brilliant. So you can blend them as fine as you want. Personally, I just get them so that they're like a fine-ish powder. All we're going to do then is just going to throw our dried fruit in on top. Again, I'm not particularly good at measuring stuff because I've made these so many times. However, there's tons of recipes like measurements for these online, and they'll vary. I've seen recipes for blueberry ones. I've seen recipes for the almond ones. I've seen recipes for the lemon drizzle ones, even stuff like like there's a recipe for gingerbread ones as well. So you've got to adapt the flavour ingredient into it. Essentially, the base is the same on all of them. This is just the dates, the raisins, and the nuts. So the last bit that we need to obviously add in is the almond extract. So literally just pour that in, just add enough flavour that you're going to want it, and then you're just going to mix it one last time. So I have been cutting the video in and out so that we don't just watch me with the blender, but you're going to want to blend it until it's pretty much fine and it's formed almost into a paste, so that when you actually then press it, it presses together. That's basically what's going to give it its consistency. So what we should get at the end is something that looks a little bit like that. We're just going to literally use that to basically just press it into one of the cakes in, press it down. Once it's pressed in, it's all good to go. You just let it sit in the fridge for maybe 20 minutes to half an hour, and it should just set in the pan, and you can just cut it either into squares. Equally, if you want to, it's a little bit messier, you can roll it into little balls, and they should pretty much set straight away. Again, just leave them in the fridge until you're done. Then normally leave them in the fridge and keep there for minimum of a week. All right, I tend to find that they don't last that long. Enjoy. So time to obviously taste test. we've got our date square. Just let you know how it goes. Spot on.